You see, we need to understand what discouragement is. Last Sunday, I spoke generally introducing discouragement. And I want to thank the Lord because it has been a blessing to a lot of people. But today we are considering this topic in order to understand what it is. You may ask yourself, what is discouragement? Sometimes we may use a word without really understanding what the word is all about, or the depth of the meaning. Understanding discouragement would help in discerning the subtle attack of the devil, which makes the strong weak and the faithful fearful. It is important we understand what discouragement is, because at one time or the other, people get discouraged. Even children, sometimes they get discouraged. Adults get discouraged. There are things that may happen to one in life, and the person may get discouraged, but he will not know or will not understand. And if discouragement is allowed, the consequences sometimes are not palatable. So discouragement, understanding discouragement will help us in discerning the subtle attack of the devil, which makes the strong weak and makes the faithful fearful. Discouragement makes people die without achieving their purpose or desired blessings in life. Discouragement makes people to die without reaching their expectation. Discouragement makes people to back out from that which they ought to pursue. Let us read from the book of Numbers chapter 13. Numbers 13. And I read from verse 26. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him and said, We came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites, and the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of Jordan. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men that went up with him said, We be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, The land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. When you look at the account of the 10 spies that brought their evil reports, which discouraged the heart of the nation, the young nation that was walking, that was heading towards their inheritance, you will see that the conviction of these 10 people was what brought discouragement that destroyed a whole nation or a whole generation of adults. And we see here that it is important we watch against this weapon of the enemy. It is important we understand it. It is important we recognize that discouragement is a serious weapon, a dangerous weapon, a weapon that is aimed at getting you down, bringing you down, forcing you, to stop your pursuit, forcing you to turn back from that which is proper, which you are pursuing. I want us to know that discouragement has made people that have been strong to become weak. Last week I told you about the story of a man who waited for a particular breakthrough. And when he felt that the thing was not coming, maybe he lost hope that it will never come, he committed suicide. And the same day he committed suicide, just few hours, a courier officer brought the mail containing the check of millions of dollars that was for him. But the man committed suicide just few hours before the arrival of the courier man. Now that is the dangerous effect of discouragement. What then is discouragement? How can we understand this phenomenon, this weapon called discouragement? Number one, when you look at this passage we read, you will see that it is an attack on your confidence to stop you from doing or pursuing your goal. Discouragement is attack, and a satanic attack on your confidence. Nobody pursues anything. Nobody goes after anything if there is no confidence in your heart that that thing is achievable, that that thing is possible, that you will achieve it or be able to get it. But when discouragement begins to set in, you will begin to see why it's not possible. You will begin to think of one thing or the other. So discouragement is an attack, it's a satanic attack on your confidence. Maybe your confidence in pursuing the goal of making heaven. And then you say, look, all these years I've been a Christian, what have I gained? All these years I've been praying, and since my prayers are not even answered. Discouragement will make you to begin to ask, does God really know that I'm existing? Does God love me? Discouragement will make you to say, well, if God will not take care of me, I will find other means of helping myself. So when you look at the children of Israel, the desire to go in and possess the land died. Because the spies brought the evil report that they were not able. Describing the giants and then bringing a psychological defeat, telling that they were in their own eyes as grasshoppers. So discouragement is a subtle attack on your confidence.